because we had a cheater box in the 90s. But yeah, no, I think I want to say of all the Halloween movies and everything, and it's weird that I didn't really know anything about Michael Myers. I feel like that was like a back burner one. And now
right?
yeah, now Halloween is like the biggest one, but for me it was always Friday the 13th.
All right. What about you, Zach?
But not Jason X.
No, that one's horrible.
So this is right up my alley, and I'd say my two favorite October like horror movies, like getting ready for Halloween, would have to be Trick or Treat, which is like almost like a movie built in with an anthology, which is amazing. And then it's a little bit of a hidden gem. It used to stream on Netflix. I don't know if you can find it there anymore, but Halloween, it's called I'm blanking on the name, like the Halloween Tree or Halloween Tales, and it's the same thing. It's just kind of like short stories built.
Oh
in.
yeah,
it's really good.
When did that? Is that an older one?
Yeah, it came out a while ago, but like it really picked up steam in the past 2 years, and people started digging it and appreciating it a little more. But really good.
Yeah. Cool. Colin, what do you think?
Hocus Pocus.
That's what I was going to say.
All right.
I beat you to it.
2 for Hocus Pocus. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
So I don't really watch scary movies. I don't like being scared. So I haven't watched a scary movie in years. The last one I remember watching, I don't really remember the name of it, but it was like these reporters who went into the woods and like something started attacking them. I don't know. It was years ago, but yeah, scary movies aren't really my thing.
Was the last movie you watched
Project?
the Blair
Have
Witch
you
Project?
seen The Notebook, Jake?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. No. Maybe the Blair Witch Project. Yeah.
Blair Witch, yeah. How about let's see. Nick, what about you?
I also not very much into horror movies too much with it, but lately Molly and I have been going through our catalog to what we think would be good horror movies for us. And I haven't really seen one lately that's been really, really good. We're watching The Uninvited right now. We're like a little over. It's older movies, 50s, 60s. I can't really tell. But we're watching that right now. It's pretty good. But I think my all-time favorite is another short story collection that used to be on Netflix called The ABCs of Death, where they would just go through. There's a lot of foreign movies on there. Zach knows what I'm talking about. I see him shaking his head. And I think maybe Caleb or you or Matt St. Laurent or someone introduced me to that one. So that's really cool, just because you get so many different stories in one movie. So.
Yeah, that's fun. There's actually a bunch like that with like a bunch of different short stories.
Yeah.
And those are really fun. What about John? What do you think? And Becky, both of you.
Not everybody knows me, but I act at Brightmere Farms normally. I'm normally a scare actor at Brightmere Farms, so nothing really ever scares me. But any of the traditional, like the Mike Myers, Jason movies, the good ones, the original ones. That I like. I will tell you one of the funniest horror movies I ever watched was it's called a movie called Birdemic.
Okay.
Okay. The only way you can actually watch it though is with the Mystery Science Theater 3000 people commentating. Otherwise, it's bad. The birds, they literally are the poorest CGI I've ever seen. Just little flopping in the air like the.
Isn't it a bunch of kids? It's like a bunch of kids, right?
What's that?
Is it a bunch of kids in it? Like, I think I know what you're talking about. It was really amazing.
My favorite Halloween and scary movie, Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 version.
Oh, the 04 Dawn of the Dead. Okay.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, where they book at you really fast.
Yes, and they're all like in the mall for a while. That woman gives birth to a baby.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that one. Nick's mom, Lynn. I know you said Hocus Pocus, but let's.
And there's another movie. I don't know if Nick remembers it, but I watched it with his younger brother. It was The Ghost or something of Sarah Harding, and it was made in the 80s, and they were scared. And I don't know if that's the scariest thing I've ever seen, but I don't know. I just recall, I remember it was a good movie night. They both liked it. And the movie was made in the 80s. So
Oh, I love
they were
80s.
probably like 10 when they watched it. I
It
think.
sounds so familiar, but I can't
Sarah
quite.
Harding, the ghost of Sarah Harding or something Sarah Hart. I know I got the name right, but I'm not good with the names. So
The Skates of Tanya Harding.
oh, I have to look it up.
So Molly, do you have an absolute favorite of your own? I know Nick mentioned what you were watching kind of, but anything else?
I like this movie called Personal Shopper. Has anyone here seen it? Probably not.
Oh,
But
Mo?
it's a
Mo, yeah.
ghost story with Kristen Stewart and I don't know, she like searches for her dead twin brother who's become a ghost, and it's kind of spooky. But
Okay, I'll have to
what
check it
about
out.
the movie Ghost with like the clay? Is that a spooky movie? Ghost?
Well, I mean, it's a classic, whatever it is. I don't know if it would be in the horror section.
I feel like that's like a romance
Yeah,
movie.
it's
Yeah.
along the lines of The Notebook.
Yeah.
All right, how about Sarah? What are you thinking?
I think my favorite scary movie. I also love the book, but I like the film adaptation of The Shining. It's got everything you need. It's a psychological thriller, family annihilation, paranormal. I love The Shining.
Is that the one with Jack Nicholson?
Yes, and I love Jack Nicholson too.
Have you seen the other one? It was like a TV series that came out.
Was it The Doctor Sleep?
No, it had the guy from Wings in it. I don't know his name.
No, I have no idea what that is.
All right, it was totally different. It was more like the book, actually. It was less.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I haven't heard anything like that.
I see Mo shaking her head. What is the show? I've never heard of it either.
It was a miniseries, and it was the guy from Wings in it, which was like the oddest casting choice imaginable.
Right.
But yeah, it was kind of close to the book. The ending was a little weird, but it was trying to be, I guess, darker, and it was actually out of the two between the movie and the miniseries, Stephen King actually likes the miniseries better than.
Did you say The Shining? I don't even know who Mo is, but I see your Shining poster behind you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Awesome.
And Mo, why don't you go ahead and say what your favorite would be?
You want me to pick one? Are you kidding?
I know. I'm gonna let. We want you to talk about more horror stuff in a short while, but why don't you just go for one right now?
Okay, just one.
It's tough, right? A couple is fine.
It is really tough, just because I'm a sucker for anthologies. Probably the first Creepshow movie.
Oh, sure, classic.
Yeah, super classic.
All right, very cool.
What about you, Caleb? What about you, Caleb?
Well, let's go with Sarah over here. What do you
I
think?
hate horror.
Okay.
So the scariest one I saw, which is probably dumb, but The Ring.
Oh yeah, that was
Ring
creepy.
creeps me out.
That was creepy.
Because I want to save the little girl, but she needs to stay in the well at the same time. So it's like really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I can pick one either. That's funny. My favorite series is Hellraiser. I love that just because you can pretty much, anything can happen in it. It's kind of like you go into these creatures' world, their world, and you never know what's going to happen. So I would pick probably Hellraiser 2 and Hellraiser 4 Bloodline. Those are my two favorite out of there. I also like Event Horizon. I picked more than one, I'm sorry. But anyway, those are my favorite. And Event Horizon actually is weirdly linked to Hellraiser in some sort of strange way that I'm not 100% sure of. So I was just
we'll talk.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, I guess I did actually really like that movie.
Event Horizon.
Was a really great movie.
It's like the first 5 minutes of it, you're just like, well, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, great movie.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. All right, well, that was
a fun one.
I mean, we could talk about this all night, but Nick,
you still have a drink to make.
Yeah,
one and a half.
A couple of drinks.
1.5 drinks.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to take too long on that. I don't know. So yeah, do we want to jump into the drink right now, or what do we?
Yeah, I mean, it's your show. Yeah, it's Monday night. It's Halloween time. Let's drink.
All right. So Okay, so we have a shaker over here. If you don't have a shaker, it would be good if you had two of these style glasses available. One with ice in it.
Yeah.
So let's start with that. We'll start with two of these, unless you have a shaker, then you only need one, and then one with ice in it. And I'll wait for a couple people to come back before I jump into the next fun part, which has to do with an orange. Hopefully everyone got an orange.
That's all I have. That'll work.
You just eat this whole now, right? With the peel and everything?
Yeah. All right.
We're cutting oranges. We're cutting oranges.
So we'll just wait for Zach to come back and
There he is.
oh,
And a
all right.
shaker.
Oh, we got a shaker. All right. Cool. So take your orange and cut it in half. Don't cut your finger. We don't need any blood in the orange.
Ah.
So I know Kari loves oranges, so
They're my
It
favorite.
smells better than her feet, I can tell you that.
Okay, my socks were in the washer for far too long.
I am thankful for this orange right
And
now.
I just don't give a shit because I'm at Holly's house.
so now we're gonna take one half of the orange and cut that in half. So now we have a half and we have 2/4. And what we're gonna do is we're going to peel one of them.
I think I'm in math class.
You wanna peel it for me? I suck.
Will you go get some napkins?
You don't want to use my socks?
I definitely don't. That's why I wanted you to go get the napkins. I need a break.
There's a mute button, guys. Just let you know.
Jesus.
The comedy relief here.
After you peel it, go ahead and throw it in your mixer or in the glass without ice.
Boom. This is easy so far. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, this is pretty easy. All right.
Can anyone
So
else
after-
not peel this orange?
Everyone peel their orange, or are we still working on it?
I think I'm too weak. I'm gonna cut the damn thing off.
Yeah, that's what Sarah did. She just ended up cutting it off. So yeah, we're gonna add it to the glass or to the mixer. And now we're going to take a cherry. Yeah, I know. We're gonna take a cherry out. And then we're gonna put it right in with the orange. Boom. This is when you're gonna use your teaspoon. If you don't have a teaspoon,
You're gonna know this.
oh yeah, my bad. Okay, so we're gonna take the simple syrup now. Forget the cherry. We're gonna do that in a minute.
Simple syrup. I
like
feel like we should let Mo talk about the simple syrup here.
Yes, you know what? Let's let Mo go ahead. Take on, let them know about your simple syrup.
Pretty easy. Pretty simple. I have a shop in Auburn that I'm also a tea house, and I make my own syrups for that. I do rose hibiscus and mint and lemon, but this is the orange cinnamon syrup. So it is organic dried orange peel and organic cinnamon sticks, and it's simmered for about an hour. And it's 1-to-1, so it's like 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, and it's super intense. It's pretty smoky with the cinnamon in it, so I hope everybody likes it.
Yeah, I do want to say
delicious.
I'm gonna put the whole thing in mine, and that's the way I like it. If you want to start with just
Or do shots of it.
yeah, if you want to taste it, if you and you want to
Great.
start,
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really
it's so good, yeah. But if you don't
Thanks.
want to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
that's fine. But I'm gonna put the whole thing in mine.
So you have
That
your
is really good.
syrup and orange, you have your cherry, and now add your simple syrup.
Oh, the cherry goes in. I took it out. Okay,
does
cherry
go
in. Cherry going back in.
I will say, leave a little bit of the cherry juice for when we do the shot. We're gonna need a little bit of that. So
Right.
keep it
Yes,
going.
only put one of the cherries in, none of the juice yet. And after we have those 3 ingredients in there, cherry, orange, and the syrup, we're gonna muddle it up. So if you have a glass, go ahead and take a shot glass and kind of muddle it with the shot glass in the glass. if that makes sense.
Oh.
And if you have a mixer, go ahead and use your muddler.
Thanks for making us use a muddler. Never get to break this thing out.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We use it a lot in this house.
I like to muddle all day long. That's all I do. All right. After we do that, what we got here?
I need more time to muddle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. If you lick the end of your muddler, it tastes so sweet and good.
I've licked a few muddlers in my life.
I didn't have to make the joke. Okay, wait. So I had to go and actually grab a mixing thing. So you put the orange in, you put it all in with the ice.
So yeah,
If you have one of these guys, like the actual legit like mixing thing.
Nice. Yeah. So put your quarter of an orange in there. After you peel it, obviously. Then you're gonna add 1 cherry into there. And then I put the whole thing of simple syrup in. That's how I made the drink. If you don't want to put the entire simple syrup in, if you don't like it incredibly like too sweet, I guess you would say, you can start with half and then you could always add the other half after.
I saved a little bit so I can drink it later.
Now, so we're putting this in with the ice, right?
No, there's no ice in your. No, there's no ice in it yet. The ice is glass.
The ice is last. Okay. Got it.
Yep. So just the cherry, orange, and the simple syrup right now, and then.
Oh, motherfucker.
How's the muddling coming?
Muddling's done. Sorry if you were waiting on me.
Awesome. No, just wondering in general. When you're ready for the next step, you're going to take your cherry juice here, your teaspoon, if you have one. And if I can get it out proper, just put a teaspoon of cherry juice right in here in your muddled concoction. Don't use all the cherry juice. You're going to use a little bit for the shot afterwards. So I ended up with just a little bit of cherry juice left after, and I still have a cherry in there.
You'll just need a couple of drops for the shot.
So we have everyone ready to go on to the next step?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. We have the bitters now, chocolate bitters. And so we're just going to toss the chocolate bitters in there.
Woo, it smells delicious.
Oh yeah, this chocolate bitters is really good.
What's your recommendation on this one, Caleb? Do you do all of it, or what would you do?
See, I use all of everything here. So if you want to start with not all of it, there's not a bunch in here, but you don't need much bitters. There's a decent amount of bitters in here, but I think it contrasts the sweetness pretty good. So
I already dumped it.
Yeah, I'm putting that. Boom.
We made many of these, so this was the measurement stick we thought tasted the best.
What's a shot glass? Okay, so now you're going to take a shot glass and you're going to take your whiskey and you're going to pour a shot.
Okay.
So I just want to say one quick thing here is that your Sullivan's Folly shot glasses that you all should have is exactly 1.5 ounces, and we gave you 2 ounces of booze. We're going to use a little bit of this, whatever's left, for the shot. So I know a lot of you like to just pour all 2 ounces in usually, but this time save it so we can.
Yeah, definitely save. So we're going to end up with a shot, and then you're going to end up with some left in your container. And then add that to the muddled concoction, your shot, not what's left in the container. And at that point, shake that baby up or stir if you're using a glass.
Oh yeah.
So we can put this in the ice now.
It smells good, man. It smells good.
Oh yeah.
Smells really good.
Yep, pour that right into your ice glass now.
Okay.
And then the last
The
cherry.
orange, do you want the orange in the ice glass too?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, wait,
you know what?
yeah, we forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You're gonna add half of that half of
So,
orange.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Juice that into there.
This orange right here, we're gonna juice it into the muddled concoction as well.
The big half?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Sarah. I'm
This
sorry.
is like a breakfast drink.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
If you're not a huge orange fan, obviously you don't have to do it, but
You live in the wrong city.
I would.
Do we need,
All
do
right,
you need
so I
the
got-
quarter for anything? Yeah.
No. Kari
Okay.
gets some.
I'm just gonna do a
Kari
quarter.
wants all of them.
I'm just gonna do that quarter instead of the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you could absolutely use your quarter.
Because I love the way it smells already. I haven't tasted it yet, but I think I'm just.
Okay.
I went to the Gusto and used the halfer.
So after the orange is in there as well, now shake it up. All right, now we're going to pour it over the ice and top it with your cherry.
Top it with the second cherry, correct?
Yeah, the one cherry, but don't pour the rest of the juice in there. We'll be using that.
Hey, Caleb,
Yeah.
did you like strain out the orange?
Oh no,
or-
I pour it right into the glass.
Okay, because
Oh,
mine
I-
is like the,
Do you mean the
No,
orange
no,
that?
no, she means that.
no, it's like this little bit.
Oh yeah, I poured that right in the glass. It adds flavor, and you can
Okay.
actually chew on it after you drink. I love it. Gives it like pulp and orange juice, I guess you would say.
Well, and it absorbs the whiskey too. So when you're eating it afterwards, you have like a nice whiskey infused orange.
And that's it. So
Nice job.
How's
It
everyone's
smells
looking?
so good.
How's everyone's looking? Everyone hold it up if you're ready yet.
yeah, let's, everybody, actually, if you're all ready, let's hold it up and cheers.
Okay, ready? Cheers. Block my face. I'm just kidding.
Cheers, everybody. Steve, all right, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't put the cherry in yet. Hang on.
Well, it's okay. All right.
Oh yeah. Dude. Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, very good.
That's the thing about these kind of old-fashioned type drinks. Like this is sweeter than I would say like an average old-fashioned, but
Yeah, it is. Yep.
but there's still that like blast of whiskey in there too. That's what
Chocolate bitters kinds of balances it though.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Does does an old fashioned usually have orange in it? I never made one.
Yes, they usually have some sort of a fruit.
Yeah, it's usually like just a muddled one. That's like a classic one. But I kind of like the added orange juice, like the juice from the.
Yeah, we made a bunch of these, and we went a little too heavy on the cherry juice at first, and it just kind of made it taste like more like a cough syrup or something.
Yeah.
So we decided to add a little more orange, a little less cherry, and I thought it really turned out well. And we kind of experimented how much bitters to use as well.
Doubled the bitters.
Yeah, we ended up doubling the bitters, and just to give it that little extra chocolatey kind of a flavor, which kind of stands
What
out.
kind of bitters? What kind of bitters is it? Like,
Oh, it's right here. It is called Fee Brothers.
Oh yeah, I've seen that brand before. Yeah.
It's right from, we got it at Wegmans.
Yeah, and I was very excited to see chocolate bitters at Wegmans. So
Awesome. Well, I gotta say too, I really like. I can get a hint of that cinnamon with the
Yeah.
simple syrup, Mo.
that really adds
Yeah.
this. It adds a real nice sweetness to it that it really goes well with the orange, in my opinion, because there's already orange in the simple syrup.
Right.
So it's just that cinnamon kicks it up a notch and gives it. Because we tried making this at first before I had Mo, before we had your simple syrup. I just used a plain simple syrup, and I was just like,
shaking our head no.
there was something missing.
And so when we remade it, it was just like, wow, this is a completely different drink and so much better than before.
Yeah.
And it's so nice with the orange too, because it's an orange cinnamon syrup, but really the cinnamon comes through more than anything in the simple syrup. So having the additional orange piece, it just really levels it out. It's very nice.
I also want to make a point to say that Mo doesn't just make simple syrups. You kind of wear a lot of hats with your business, correct?
Yeah. So I am in my business, I am a licensed esthetician. I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist, and I've been reading tarot cards for 30 years. And I also am a community herbalist. So I work with there's no certification for like master herbalist, but I really started work with adaptogenic herbs as my concentration, mostly due to the fact that we're all living through global pandemic and we all have anxiety. So really, and I deal with a lot of my clients have panic disorder. So it was really just finding a simpler way to not to completely poo-poo Western medicine, but just a more of a like bioavailable way for people to find ways to calm their own stress. So that's been a big part in the last like year and a half of my practice, because I did get certified about a year and a half ago. In that is just really educating people on the uses of like fruits and vegetables and herbs and things that have literally been around for forever. So, and then the syrups kind of came after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do a lot of things there. So my clientele is really eclectic.
Do you have a social media?
I do. It's just mindbodymeta.com. And it is on Instagram and it's on Facebook. So I'll put it in the chat in case anybody wants.
Oh, perfect.
Very cool.
Check it out.
Really great. Sarah immediately went to look it up because you could tell her camera went away. So she's like,
oh yeah, I was gonna look. My mind will not remember that. So put it in the chat, that's better.
So Mo, what kind of drinks do you put that simple syrup in on your own?
I usually will put it in my teas. I drizzle it over ice cream, especially my rose hibiscus one, which is maybe we'll work on that one for like Valentine's Day or something.
Nice.
But I usually I just add it to my teas, my coffees, really anything to cut sweetness. I try to cut down on sugar. The diabetes runs in my family. So I gotta be careful. And you think, why are you dealing with simple syrups? It's literally all sugar, but it's just kind of balancing out the flavor, but mostly either over ice cream or like hot products is usually what I put my simple syrups in.
Awesome.
Very cool.
You can put them in cold tea, so you can put them in lemonades too. I've had we put the orange cinnamon syrup in a like a cherry lemonade, and we just like fold it around, and it was actually really, really good. Tastes similar to this actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's just a really good match of flavors.
Wow.
So yeah, you can use them cold too.
You put a little bit of whiskey in that drink and it kind of tastes a little bit like this.
Right? I try to put a little whiskey in everything if possible.
Definitely.
Sounds like you might be joining our class more often.
So
that's awesome. It's funny is that are you still in Genesee Mall?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm right downtown in Auburn. I always have to tell people I'm in the same building as Mesa Grande because people walk around like this, they don't know where anything is. But yeah, right down in Genesee Center.
Right across from like kitty corner to like A.T. Wally or something. Is that right? Kind of.
Yeah. So if you like, we're the building right next to Auburn Public Theater.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We're like right next door, which is great. And they are actually the Cafe 108 that fronts the Auburn Public Theater is now carrying my teas to serve to the masses.
Awesome.
So if anybody wants to try my teas, because I was like, listen, I am one person, you are a whole cafe. Please have at it. So they're like my first wholesale account for the teas. And they're all holy basil based except for one. So unless you have any like thyroid issues or like blood pressure issues, you should be good. Holy basil is really great adaptogen for clinically lowering your cortisol output. So if you're stressed, if you have any kind of anxiety disorder, just really good for relaxing body. So they carry it at Cafe 108, and then hopefully in the next 6 months they'll be carrying the syrups too. So
you should look into some health food stores like Green Planet Grocery or something like that.
I will. I feel like I did with Green Planet. I had my skincare in there a couple of years ago, and then I moved away, and I never came. I was like, hey, Green Planet, remember me? But I will, because I think that would be a really good, and I do it in bulk, and I hand bag them too, so everything is in a bag, a tea bag. So yeah, definitely give me something to think about, Carla.
Is
Cool.
awesome. So let's go back to the cocktail for just a second. And Mo,
Yeah,
while we have you, I want to kind of know. Oh, I'm sorry, Caleb, did you have something?
I think I know what you're gonna. I was gonna do the same exact thing. We just want to know what you guys thought of it.
Yeah, and while we're talking to Mo and using her own simple syrups, how did you like? Did you use all of the simple syrup? Did you only use a little half? Do you like your whiskey stronger? Do you like the more sweetness? Like, how did you make your cocktail tonight?
Me?
Yeah, Mo. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't know you said me. I did not use. I still have my simple syrup left.
Nice.
Half of it. I did use more whiskey than I needed, of course. But I did use all the bitters, and I kind of used more orange juice, I think, than I needed to, but it's good. I really like it. I like the way everything blends together. And what's interesting about those chocolate bitters is that you can taste them and they're not overpowering, because a lot of people are like, to me, I will let you know, I was absolutely nervous because I have an absolute aversion to chocolate orange. There's something that tingles in the back of my throat where I'm just like, that's not a happy holiday for me. My in-laws buy me a chocolate orange every year, and I'm like, guys, literally, I don't like this. But I was like, I trust these men, so I'm going to give it a go. And it tastes great. I mean, it really does. It adds something underneath everything. It's still bright with the cherry and the orange on top, which is where it is that, to Nick's point, is really that nice twist on an old fashioned where it's just a little brighter. But I like how the chocolate kind of gives it a nice base. So good on you there. I enjoyed it.
Very cool. Steve, what did you think?
You're muted, man.
It was good. It was very smooth, very flavorful. I liked it. It wasn't too sweet. Like it was sweet, but the juice makes it like a comfortable sweet instead of like a Sour Patch Kids sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
The simple syrup, the cinnamon, it really added to it. Like I feel like that was a nice touch that I haven't really had in like an old fashioned. The only It's true. I would put more whiskey in if I had it. I like a little bit of the whiskey flavor into it, and this is very good. But I would have just, I don't know, put a little bit more whiskey in it, probably get a little bit more of the bite to it.
That's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be offended at that. You want more of our whiskey. That's all.
But honestly, I probably put too much orange juice in, so I think that cut it a lot.
Okay.
I'm not good at this. I did not. I should do that.
I was just gonna say, if anybody isn't eating the fruit, eat the fruit, because it's like whiskey fruit. I don't know. All my whiskey.
It's amazing.
Fruit.
It's amazing.
Maraschino cherry.
I just cut the rest of my orange and I threw it in the rest of my drink.
Yeah, it's like really retaining.
Gotta get through that whole thing.
Yeah, for sure.
If I could, I'd be like Tom Hanks and Big and just go to a bar and order a cup of maraschino cherries.
Molly, what are you thinking about it? I'm curious.
I love it. I was worried because my orange piece is so big in here, but I mean, maybe I'll try it. Do you guys dare me to just eat this?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Chug.
Wow, that's like whiskey ridden. What?
Right? Yeah.
Can you do another orange piece without chewing?
What?
No. Just swallow it whole.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
What?
What
you gotta pay extra for that. What the?
Yeah, that's on another tier. That's
I will swallow this.
Another tier.
Do we have that Patreon tier?
That's
Is that available?
Yeah, but pretty soon.
All right, okay, we'll make one for it.
Hey, Mom, what did you think of it? I know you. When's the last time you had an old fashioned, by the way?
A long. It reminds me of what my parents used to drink, like that old, just a simple taste. I really like the orange part of it. Yeah. The whole orange in there, and the cherry juice. I like the sweetness. So yeah.
Me too.
Caleb, you did a really great job with this one because it has the best of both worlds. If you like whiskey, it's got a lot of whiskey in it. If you like the sweetness, it kind of evens itself out. It's really great.
Thank you. Sarah, what do you think?
Good. I like it. It's a good Halloween drink, I think. Yeah. That's all I have to say. I don't think I've ever had an old fashioned. I think I've had like one ever, and I don't remember anything about it. So this is new for me.
I was
It's
actually,
like a
I was
meal.
kind of, I was in the same boat with you. I only
Really?
had old fashioned a couple of times in my life, and it had been
Yeah.
at least over a year probably since I had one. So I was like, all right, we'll just see
What
we
it
can-
well, what is an old fashioned like traditionally?
Nick, do you have the answer to this actually?
Is it like a Manhattan?
Yeah, Manhattan has a vermouth in it, so that's what the difference between that. But the old fashioned is very similar to this, just not.
Right.
There's usually not simple syrup. There's usually like a cube of sugar in it.
Yeah.
And less sweet, more whiskey is usually what it is. So the simple syrup adds a lot to this, and it's great because we kind of made it our own with most simple syrup. But yeah, more whiskey, a little bit more bitters, and the only sweetness to it is just sugar. Like when I make it at the bar I work at, we don't have sugar cubes. I just like throw a dash of like a little bit of sugar into it. But
Yeah, some Splenda.
yeah,
It's
Nice.
the diet one.
Jake, what do you think?
I like this a lot. My dad always drinks old fashions, so I do like old fashions, but I feel like with this, I could drink a couple of these versus like an old fashioned. Normally I'd have like one or two and just sip on it throughout the night.
Right.
But like it's already gone.
Nice.
Yeah, I really liked it.
You're gonna be drinking with your dad more often now.
Yeah, right. I'll teach him this, it'll be over.
Yeah. John and Becky.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh yeah, can't hear you.
Yeah, no, okay, now.
I'm gone. I loved it. I thought it was really good.
Okay.
All of the simple syrup and all the bitters. I wish there was a little more whiskey in it.
Yeah.
Like the whiskey a little bit more. But other than that, I thought it was great.
Awesome.
Great. We'll have to up the whiskey content here.
Yeah.
I could see this being served hot with like a cinnamon stir stick.
Like a hot toddy or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done a hot drink, have we?
We have not done a hot drink. Maybe we'll
That's a
have
good
to,
idea for the winter.
Yeah, maybe we'll have
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
with-
good idea there. Yeah, thanks for the
Yeah, I like that.
suggestion.
we'll have to get with Mo again and get some teas going and see what goes best with our chai whiskey, maybe. I don't
That's a
know.
good idea.
Oh yeah, yeah. Zach, what did you think of this drink?
I love old fashions, and I really enjoyed this one. And Caleb, you were spot on about leaving the orange in. It adds like a texture to it, which is just like really nice. Great drink.
Thank you. All right, cool. Kari, Holly, what are you thinking?
Kari's missing.
Oh, I'm allowed to be
Are we talking?
unmuted now. Nick, is that okay with you? I thought that it was really good. I liked that little like chocolate flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that I have a good perspective because I drank mine and Kari's.
all right.
Yeah.
Or you didn't even try it?
I
She
did.
did.
I
Oh, okay.
tried.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Listen, I don't think you guys understand how much you're torturing me with this fruit shit. I am trying. I didn't try the apple thing. I wasn't doing the apple. I can't. That's where I might cut it off right there. But I tried it, and it tastes like those nasty. I don't. I didn't mean to say that.
This is why we have to be.
I'm sorry. It tastes like one of those freaking orange chocolate thingies that your grandparents buy you for Christmas. And put it
So
in your
this is what
stocking.
Mo's in-laws are giving her all the time, is what you're saying. We're on that level where we're disgusted with this gift.
I,
Those are so good.
I will tell you, I tried to sneak it under so that you guys didn't see me giving her my drink, but I was like, I can't do it. It's way too sweet. It's way too fruity. I tasted like I liked the cinnamon aspect of it,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get over the flavor of chocolate
and orange, the orange ruining the chocolate. Like I couldn't do it.
No, I drank both of them, so I do have a perspective of both. And hers definitely tasted more chocolatey than mine did. But I thought they were both good. I liked it. My cheeks are warm. I'm good.
Well, we can't win them all, I guess.
Good criticism sometimes, you know.
I really like jalapenos.
It's okay, Kari. You're gonna have jalapeno in the future.
You got it coming. You got it coming. Colin, did you tell us already what you thought? Okay.
It doesn't matter.
No.
I'm curious. I want to know what Colin thinks.
Oh, about the drink?
Yeah. Did you? I can't.
Yeah, I enjoyed both drinking it and eating it.
Okay.
It was wonderful, one after the other. I
Right.
think you did an excellent job, Caleb.
Yeah,
But
great
Nick,
job, buddy.
what do you liked it too, Nick?
I did, yeah. I would as well as everyone else. I'd probably put more whiskey in it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will say we usually give you the full 2 ounces, but we're about to do a shot with the other.
Yeah, let's do that shot.
So yeah, we'll do that in just a second. So with that being said, normally you would have had extra whiskey to play with, but this time we're gonna use something else. But yeah, I agree with Steve. I think John, just a little bit more whiskey and it would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Greater.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was already great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it was really good. I'm just drunk.
Yeah, you have a really high standard.
Yeah.
He had 4 shots of whiskey before this, so.
No, I got these.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
They're awful. They're terrible.
Is that White Claw mixed with Surge? Remember that?
No, it's a White Claw and it's 8% instead of 5. And it just tastes like
I'm all right.
garbage.
I'm all right.
Yeah. All right.
I need to lose weight.
So we usually, because this has been one of the most well attended ones so far, it takes a while to get through everyone and get their stuff. So we just wanted to briefly mention a couple of different things. One, Colin, if you want to take this away, we are working on the jalapeno hot pepper whiskey that you all voted for. It won't be ready for a few months. We do things in very small batches, but Colin, I don't know if you want to take that away.
Yeah, can't give anything definitively away yet, but I want to mention we are actually going to make. Where is Kari listening? Okay, nod. Yes, we're not going to make one jalapeno
He didn't
whiskey.
say unmute. Shh. You're unmuted.
Nick, can you mute Kari, please? I'm kidding. No, but I want to say we're not going to actually make a jalapeno whiskey. We're going to make 2 jalapeno whiskeys.
Yeah.
So don't specifically know what each of them are going to be like, but because this is the drink that I've been wanting to make for the better part of a year, I didn't want to only make one and then feel like we missed out on making another that could have been really cool. So we're going to make one whiskey that uses nothing but hot peppers. So whether that's jalapeno, habanero, Tabasco, whatever, yet to be determined. That will just be straight hot pepper whiskey. Then we'll also do a sweeter variant that will blend. I know she's frowning, but this is why we're making 2, Kari. You can't be upset. So we're gonna do one that has both some kind of sweetened element, maybe some kind of fruit, maybe fruit. I don't know. But we will be making 2 of them as well. So you guys are gonna get double the amount of whiskey, and I'm gonna have double the fun, dehydrating peppers and all that kind of fun shit. So
his electric bill is going to go up about $300.
Yeah. My electric bill is going to be really high because this is going to happen over the winter. I'm going to have the stupid dehydrator on for about 46 hours. So yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. But everything's in the works. Like I said, it's probably not going to, hopefully it'll be already like at the end of the winter when we're just like we need some sort of heat.
It'll be perfect timing when we're all huddled under 6 feet of snow.
Yeah, of course. And we were also thinking about, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but doing a cocktail class maybe when that time comes, and not doing a cocktail, but just doing a taste test, getting together and just taste testing a couple different kinds of whiskey because we want to get everyone's opinion on it. And this is going to be the most wild one we've done so far. So it may take an hour alone just to kind of go through everyone's. So maybe there'll be an extra class that month, or maybe we will just do that for one. I don't know. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah, we're talking 3-4 months out. So yeah, yet to be determined. But I really want to get your guys' opinions on how well you guys like or dislike that one. So
yeah. Okay, let's do a shot together, shall we?
We shall.
We shall. Okay, so I'm taking over now, Caleb. You are done.
I'm done. I'm over this.
Nick, can you mute Caleb, please?
Yeah.
Please.
All right. So what you'll need, obviously, is your Sullivan's Folly shot glass. You're also going to need the rest of your whiskey that we have. Just so you know, a lot of people know we go through the spiel every time. Mo, I don't know if you know, you're new to the class here, but this is our Auburn Reserve bourbon style whiskey. It is 56% corn, 12% barley, and the rest is rye. Pretty high rye. If you like whiskey, want to take a little sip of it, that's great. This is kind of like my baby. I say it every time we use this whiskey. It's like one of the blends that I've been working on since, the inception of this company. And I'm very proud of it. It's one of the ones that everyone loves, our chai flavor and our coffee, Java rye that we have. But this one's just our normal, like just a whiskey. And every time we try it, it just gets a little bit better. And I'm very proud of this one. It's a good bourbon style, if you like bourbon. What also you have is a little bit of melon liqueur. We use that. It adds a little bit of sweetness to the shots. It also turns it green because we're trying to make a spooky drink here. Also, what you have is a little dropper bottle of Bailey's. This is the almond Bailey's. There's some vegans in the group here. So we got the dairy-free almond Bailey's. And what you'll need is the rest of the cherry juice that's in here. We're just going to use a little tiny drop of a couple of drops, whatever you have left of this. And it's a very easy drink. Also, what you'll need is a spoon. It should be on the thing. So if you have a spoon, please, if you don't have a spoon, please go grab one. It's a shot. You would think, oh, all you have to do is pour a shot and you get to do a shot. This is a little tricky one. This is like bartender's trick, especially this time of year. You see a lot of bars do it. It's called the brain hemorrhage. I don't know if you've tried it once before. If you come to Singers on a Wednesday night, I renamed it the Mars Attacks because it's 90s night. So I have to do a 90s theme. And it kind of looks like the brain dies from Mars Attacks.
Plus, it's a great movie.
Yeah, no one said that for their favorite Halloween movie.
Right.
Wow, what a missed opportunity.
All right. So what you got is your shot glass. I don't have the cool angles here, so we're just going to kind of show you how I'm going to do it here. You're going to take the rest of your whiskey. You're going to start with that. You're going to put it into your shot glass, and you should only have maybe a quarter of the shot glass full. Just adds a little bit of the whiskey flavor. Then you take your melon liqueur, the green bottle, and you fill it pretty much to the top. Not all the way. You got to leave a little bit of the space for the rest of the stuff. But you take it and you fill it. Make sure it turns green. Fill it pretty much to the top, kind of like that. So you can kind of see where I'm at there. Now is the tricky part here. You got to be kind of careful with this because if you're like, we're going with the Bailey's next, which is your dropper bottle. You're going to use your spoon. You're going to put your spoon kind of upside down on your shot glass like this and kind of dip it in. You're going to set it down. I'm holding it so you can't really see. And then you're going to drop a few drops of Bailey's on top. So it drips onto the spoon into the glass. Now I'm going to do it real quick on here and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. If you want to wait until I do it. And it's going to look gross, but that's what it's all about. It's supposed to look gross. And it should float on top of everything. I like to put like a few drops on there. I gave you enough so you can do whatever you need to do. But if you pour too fast or if you pour too heavy, if you pour too heavy, it'll sink to the bottom, and that's what you don't want. Okay? So it's kind of float to the top. It's going to look gross.
It looks terrible, Nick.
Yeah, it looks terrible, but that's what you want it to happen. Okay. Kind of shove it down there a little bit. And then you take your grenadine, your cherry juice, and you slowly pour it on top. Okay. And the cherry juice is heavy. It's going to make everything kind of float down and look pretty gross. So now if you really look at it, it looks like a faded, destroyed brain on top of it. Now, if you use real Baileys, it actually looks like a brain. But this is almond milk Baileys, so it's a little thinner. But it still looks super gross. And it still looks like the brain hemorrhage shot that everyone kind of does. So, yeah, it looks awesome. Oh, Steve's juice looks really
I'm pretty proud of this. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go show Emily. She's the bartender.
Yeah, this looks good, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wednesday nights I'm doing the brain hemorrhage until the end of, well, actually this Wednesday is my last Wednesday in October. So if you were at Singers on Wednesday, I'll make you one of these shots.
It's like curdled milk.
All right. Yeah, it's kind of, that's what it does. But if we want to, I don't know if we should we wait for Steve to get back? I don't know. We're about to do a shot here, but
You should, well, whatever.
So yeah, looks pretty.
Now Steve's missed out.
I know. Monday nights. I don't know. Steve walked away. Should we just do it? Cheers.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right.
We'll tell them all about it.
Here's the shot.
Cheers.
So you get a little.
That's actually really smooth.
Yeah, you get the sting of the whiskey and everything else is fruit.
Ari, you okay?
Okay, so I gotta say, Kari doesn't do shots of whiskey, and she also doesn't like fruit. So, Steve, you were gone for too long. Cheers.
Oh.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Sorry, Emily was all the way upstairs. She had a long weekend.
So that's
Is that
it.
your cat?
The extra shots called the brain hemorrhage using our Auburn Reserve whiskey. Yeah, I don't know. Mo, I gotta say, Mo is also, now that it's spooky season, Mo specifically wanted to talk about, we're at an hour, so if you have to go, you can go. But if you want to stay on, Mo, I know Mo is also a screenwriter, right? And you write a lot of horror. And it's your time to shine right now. Are you like loving the season right now?
It's always spooky season for me. It's just it's spooky season for others right now.
Yeah.
No, I am really loving it, especially because there's so much. I'm just at a point where I have like my youngest, who is totally into wanting to watch like everything that he can about horror right now, because he's 11.
Okay.
And he's like, I want to watch this, and I'm just like, there's a lot of boobies in that one. Maybe, maybe not right now, but there's lots of other things we can watch. So we've been watching some really cool stuff, and just to see the resurgence of people really getting into like what they call like retro horror. Like you've got like a lot of 60s and 70s horror that people are, you're seeing it. People are going to the drive-ins and watching them. I know Auburn's got one this weekend that features a lot of vintage horror, which is great. I mean, for me, that's the stuff that I grew up on, and a lot of the 80s horror, and you're seeing reboots and things like they're thinking about rebooting like Sleepaway Camp, Slumber Party Massacre just got a reboot. And we're bringing like things back like Scream. So we've got the teen slashers from when like we were going to school and high school and stuff. So that's been really, really cool. And
what's that one that just came out on Netflix? The one that was like the R.L. Stein
Yeah,
reboot
Fear
with 3 parts. Fear Street.
Oh yeah, Fear Street. Yeah,
Street, yeah.
Fear Street. Which you know.
Did you like that?
Oh, I loved it. I loved all 3 parts.
Great.
And I'm very partial because as a woman working in genre, it's really nice to see women getting more genre work. So Fear Street was all directed and mostly written by a female crew, which is great because we don't really get that chance to have a lot. I mean, Jennifer's Body was one of my favorite horror movies, and Jennifer Kent waited 9 years to be given her next movie, so that is kind of upsetting. But it's cool to see all of that. You know, we're getting a lot. Blumhouse is putting out more movies that are you know, written and directed by women, so obviously I'm very excited about that. And then Halloween Kills just came out, which was great. If anyone did anyone watch Halloween Kills yet? There's more kills in that movie than there are days in this month. So if anybody is really into that.
But are there more than all of the prior Halloweens?
And 110 more ounces of blood. The original Halloween had absolutely 0 blood in it, other than on her sleeve.
Interesting.
When he got her. So, and to pay homage to, I always like to pay homage to Deborah Hill. If nobody knows who Deborah Hill is the one who created the characters that are in Halloween, not John Carpenter. That's Deborah Hill. So that's cool to see a lot of love that she's getting too, because they're saying, you know, based on characters created by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter, because she created them and they wrote the script together. But yeah, it's interesting to see that there was absolutely no blood at the kill in the first Halloween whatsoever. I never realized that. I was just like, these are really cool kills, but nothing. And to see Halloween Kills, there's definitely 110% more blood in this movie. So if that's your thing, you're going to enjoy it. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this movie season.
2021, it's a different audience, you know?
Very much so. Very much. But yeah, I'm psyched.
That's awesome. Well, Zach just had to leave, but I was gonna loop him in too, because he just he's a novelist. He just got signed. Congrats to Zach. He's not here anymore, but he just got signed for his second novel, but his first one was in the horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I'm in the middle of reading it right now, and I know Molly's read it too. So just a little thing about Zach. Go check out his work, The Ancient Evil versus the Good Boy. And it's yeah, it's an ancient evil haunting a dog, and it's great. I'm super it's cool that I know somebody that wrote a novel. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's cool. So if you haven't yet, check his work out. Go friend him on Facebook and do all that stuff.
That's awesome. That's
yeah. And I just wanted
starting and finishing anything is really freaking hard. So
yeah.
I just did my first short film this weekend, and that was really exciting, but it's also like really daunting, because then you're like, holy shit, I love it. I love everything I did.
My mom.
Everything that I did, and then you absolutely hate it immediately when you're done.
Right.
Like, this is garbage. But I'm excited to make more movies. That's kind of where I'm like my own, like, screenwriting is just like, here's my baby, I hope you like it. Which we've been getting a lot of work with, which is great. But I am really excited to just be voracious about watching. Our weekend is just watching scary movies, like, front to back.
Nice. Yeah.
So,
yeah. What's the short film's name?
It is called, it's on Vimeo. It's out of a poem that I wrote based on, I'll give you the backstory. So the poem that I wrote was based on the account of a child being abused and what they wanted to do to their parent. So it is basically a revenge story. And it's called The Shady Tree. It's on Vimeo. And it's starring my son. So me and my son, I am hanging. It's great. It's all good family fun. He's a really good sport about it. He loves, we're doing another horror movie together this week, where he gets to be a vampire, and he's very, very excited about it. He is like,
what was it called? What the
It's
first one?
called The Shady Tree.
All right, let me see
that. But it's it's a minute and a half. There is one gnat in here. I'm not having a seizure or anything. It's just like there's a bug and it just keeps flying into my face. It's very excited about the oranges, so I blame Caleb for that.
I'll take the blame.
But it's I'm excited to just keep making more stuff because I'm getting one of my short stories is getting published by the end of this year, so that's
The Shady
really cool.
Tree coming this fall.
The Don Fontaine. I love it. Thank you.
Sorry, I had to figure out how to switch it to the good microphone.
But I do enjoy a good Don LaFontaine impression.
I know I'm a voice actor, so if you actually need trailers, voice acting, anything, let me know.
I will let you know. See, this was just came here for the whiskey cocktail. And here's what I got. So
yeah.
I'm excited. No, this is good stuff.
Mo,
I feel like I'm going on a lot. Sorry.
If you need anybody to act, let me know. I love acting.
I know that, and everybody is like, "Hey, can I be in your short film?" Like, yeah, yeah, you can. I would love that because it's just as a writer, I have more ideas than I actually have time. So it's good to have people that want to help you because a friend of mine that is she just signed a deal with Netflix. She's going to have a Netflix series.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, I'm so excited for her because I'm like, oh my God, it's real. It can be done. But she's like, there's going to be a point in time where people are just like, no, I don't want to help you anymore. Like,
I've been going, guys. It's bedtime for my daughter. So thank you for the drinks.
Bye.
Take care.
See you, Steve.
It's going to be that time.
Sarah, keep walking around your house because it looked like you were like kind of horror movie like.
Sorry, I had to lock up all the doors so I'm not in an actual real life horror movie.
Right? Essential.
Double check all the doors.
My
dog's activity.
Yeah, you have a very friendly dog that won't protect you at all.
If they broke in, they could be axe murdering me. She'd be like, "What's up?"
Oh yeah, so
welcome
sweet.
to my house
today. And absolutely loved her.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
He's a baby.
My dog is asleep. She just wanted to know where I was, and now she's asleep.
Oh.
No, is that a kitty? Yeah,
that's the dog. No, I'm just.
Oh.
They're all annoying. You're ready for bed.
Babies.
All right, guys. Thank you. This was fun. I'm gonna look up your stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Also, check out Mind Body Meta from Mo. Check it out. I always want to say Meta. But also, while you're in that area, check Next Chapter Brewing across the street. Molly works there. Go get a beer from her. And
oh my gosh, you probably work with my son.
Really? Who?
My son is Sam.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Damn, what? Oh my god!
That's my Sam.
Wow, Sam is like everything. Like he's the person I want to become. Like
oh.
Sam.
Hang on,
I love Sam.
I'll get him. Hang
Oh my god, Sam's gonna be on the call. Oh my god.
When she was saying son, we were thinking like 10.
Fucks
11.
around with his headphones, so he's probably literally just in the dining room and doesn't hear me. But I'm gonna tell him to come here.
That's
last work of the day in a very lovely winter black coat, and I was like, Sam, wow, your hair, your glasses, everything.
Oh my god, he just loves it. Come here. Guess who's on the whiskey thing? Who's that? Who's that lady? Oh hey. Oh hey girl.
Hi. Hey Sam. I say hi to Sam every time I see him. Hi Sam.
Hi. Request for undying love for you.
Wow, what a treat.
I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hi. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
That's okay.
Wow. He's everything I want to be.
Aww.
I'll see you at work.
See you at work.
I want to show you something later.
Okay, later.
Bye.
Later. Oh my god. Dated. Yes, that's Miss Sam.
Wow. Cool.
Small world. Yeah. So go to next chapter and have beer because
Yeah. I will serve you beer.
All
Awesome.
right, guys.
All right, guys.
I have to run. I have to deal with some carpet and floor and paint issues.
Oh, great. Sounds fun.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
I'm gonna
have
say-
one project and then another. Everyone, it has been an absolute pleasure seeing and drinking and talking.
I'm gonna
with
have
you.
another shot, I think.
Caleb, you absolutely should have another shot.
I'm very excited
And-
about that. Just for Colin, there's a hibiscus cocktail with mint and jalapeno.
Well, actually, just really quick before I go, because Kari's not here, but we're gonna have our tasting with the hot pepper whiskeys. But just like we did with the last 2 custom whiskeys we made for the class, we made a cocktail after it. So that sounds like a wonderful combo.
Yeah.
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 And
Send
I
it
also
to
have,
send
I have
it to
rose
Nick.
hibiscus syrup if you want to try it. So I'm
Oh,
just-
we absolutely could. We could
Yeah.
make that happen. We definitely could.
Shameless plug.
Caleb, you did an excellent job. The drink was awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Thanks,
you
everybody.
guys.
Absolutely.
y'all
It's good
later.
to see everybody. Jake, it was awesome to see you. We haven't seen you in a few months, so it was awesome.
Yeah, I've
to
been
see
out
you.
for a while. It's good to be here again.
Absolutely. All right, good night, guys. We'll see you next month. Mo, I hope I see you more often.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Same here. I'm
Yeah.
around.
All right.
For now.
Hi,
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. This was great.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.